Hey everybody, it's Mr. Hasquin, and I want to talk about things that you should know by being alive. And today I want to talk about Margaret Chase Smith. This was my special request, and so I'm happy to provide it. And I want to cover her life, her rise in politics, her overall stand against McCarthyism, and then her legacy. Now, Margaret Chase Smith was born in 1897, and she was born in Shawinigan, Maine. She worked as a teacher, a telephone operator, and a newspaper circulation manager before entering into the world of politics. She married Clyde Smith, and he was a U.S. congressman, and after he died in 1940, she won his seat in Congress during a special election. So, Smith served in the House of Representatives from 1940 to 1949. In 1948, she was elected to the U.S. Senate, becoming the first woman to be elected to the Senate in her own right, meaning she wasn't appointed to fill a seat or filling a husband's seat, something like that. She's the first woman to serve in both the House and the Senate. She supported, through her legislative work, strong national defense, and this support played a significant role in military and naval affairs. She advocated for education and civil rights and also space exploration. She was known for a high degree of independence and also integrity, and she voted, her voting was based on principle rather than party pressure. So in 1950, during the Red Scare and Senator Joseph McCarthy's anti-communism crusade, Smith delivered her famous Declaration of Conscience speech on June 1st of 1950. And in the speech, she criticized McCarthy's tactics. She said, the right to criticize, the right to hold unpopular beliefs, the right to protest, the right of independent thought. She was one of the first in the Senate to openly oppose McCarthy when many were just afraid to do so. As far as that, she's known for her political courage. Her stand cost her politically. She faced backlash, but she did remain strong and steadfast. And her actions paved the way for McCarthy's eventual censure by the Senate. Her courage became a symbol of standing up against fear-based politics. In 1964, she became the first woman to have her name placed in nomination for president by a major political party. She was a nomination for president under the Republican Party. Though she did not win the nomination, it was a historic milestone for women in politics. She served in the Senate until 1973. She then returned to Maine and established the Margaret Chase Smith Library and Museum. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1989, and her overall legacy includes pioneering women's leadership in Congress, courageously defending constitutional rights during fear-driven times, and she proved that women could lead with strength and integrity in national politics. Why does Margaret Chase Smith matter? Well, she reminds us that leaders need courage to stand for principles over party. Women in politics have shaped America's course, and we can thank her for blazing that trail. And also, voices of conscience matter, especially in times of fear. So in wrapping this up, Margaret Chase Smith was the first woman to serve both in the House and the Senate. She challenged McCarthyism, and she opened doors for women in politics through both courage and integrity. If you like the video here, please like, comment, follow, share for more things you should know by being alive, because knowing leaders like Smith helps us see how one voice can challenge fear and can also protect freedom. I'd like to thank the special request for Margaret Chase Smith, and I'll be happy to take more if folks want to throw them out there. I really enjoy creating these. Thanks for watching.